Knowledge management tools. KM tools are what an organization uses to get knowledge from the data they have inserted into the tool. KM tools are constantly being created to help solve problems that arise in an organization. The multiple KM tool options can make it complicated for an organization to choose which tool to use. KM tools are categorized into one of these phases on a KM cycle: knowledge creation, knowledge sharing, and knowledge application. This presentation will examine how these KM tools interact or perform individually or with each other in an educational organization. Data mining and knowledge discovery. Data mining and knowledge discovery acquire their information from cluster analysis, otherwise known as statistical databases. They use a variety of KM methods and techniques to help them see patterns or clusters. These KM methods and techniques also help them predict future patterns and clusters. An organization takes the patterns into consideration when making decisions. The KM process to get these predictions are not easy. The KM process features a variety of steps ranging from organizing the data to finding a KM model that is not too difficult to understand to get predictive results. Knowledge management strategy. Organizations rely on the results of the decision-making process. Depending on the results, an organization could strategize on where to make improvements. Text mining tools use a word or citation approach to show word data. The text mining tool is strategic based in terms of knowledge retrieval. The retrieval of knowledge is through the filtration of words. A problem was found that some books were never being used, so a book management plan was created for both physical and electronic books to ensure that the books get circulated no matter the format that they are in. Organizational processes. The organizational process in education revolves around decision making. This is due to the various outcomes that can be seen through the contentment or disapproval the students have toward the services an educational organization provides. The decision-making processes can be seen through visual maps. Visual maps provide more information on spatial data and algorithms than your typical graphs. The digital library resources or databases an organization provides is a form of knowledge sharing. Knowledge sharing is found from information retrieval to when students use that information for reference and citations in assignments. Organizational culture. The term organizational culture comes from anthropology and sociology ideology. Culture can include values and beliefs of not only an individual, but a community. Educational organization culture can include religion. For example, Southern Methodist University, Texas Christian University, and Baylor University. Educational organizations can have a motto and/or traditional events, for instance, homecoming bonfires. Organizational culture continued. Organizational culture can also be found in KM cycles. Organizational culture cannot be found with its own label in the cycle, but it is still a part of the knowledge creation portion. Organizational culture can be seen through the behavior of the employees and the way they solve tasks and find solution to problems. Knowledge that is developed, shared, and integrated into an organization to then be taught to its employees of the organization. Employees are the representatives of an organization to its potential students or customers. Employees are taught to hold themselves up to the organization's standards. Management and leadership. Projects involving data fail due to the lack of knowledge management experts. Without an expert on data, the other employees of an organization have no one to guide them, supervise their work, or correct their mistakes. An expert of data in an educational organization would be a librarian. A librarian is capable to guide students to find the correct resources. A university's management information system will show how good a university is at managing their data. Observation of the university's management information system could expose flaws in the data management. Technology. Technology is valuable to an educational organization because they use it to assist them when creating knowledge and to solve problems in the digital services they provide. Recency Frequency College analyzes characteristics of books that are borrowed from a library through a subscription service. The main objective of RFC is to find patterns of books used by a variety of users from a digital library. Agent-based systems is seen as a huge advancement in knowledge discovery because these systems do not depend on humans to manage the knowledge discovery process. Another advancement is multi-agent based systems, meaning that it can replace a group of humans and still accomplish the same thing. The success of MAS is due to the fact that these agents can communicate with each other similarly to how humans communicate with each other. Politics. While politics was not mentioned directly in any of the articles used for research, it is possible for politics to be added into data mining and knowledge discovery. Politics can become involved if a student researches for politics within a database for assignments. Politics continued. Politics could become involved in the knowledge management world through organizational culture, because culture involves beliefs, values, and codes. Politics is entirely based on beliefs and ideologies. Political parties are known as political organizations. Conclusion. These dimensions showed the KM tools from a different perspective outside of the KM world. KM tools can also have ethos. KM tools' involvement within an organization is crucial because without them, an organization would make rash decisions on certain topics that could lead the organization to failure in the long run. The customization of KM tools help an organization foresee the future with confidence.